Well, hello everybody. It's me, Wumpus again. And by the time this is posted, it's probably going to be, I don't know, a week later. But you guys have been, I don't know, eating it up. Ha ha ha. I know, bad puns. The Wumpus Cooking episodes. So I've decided we're going to make Eggy and Basket today, as our third Wumpus Cooking episode. Now, Eggy in a Basket, for those of you who don't know, is a pretty classic British kind of breakfast dish one could classify as toast. Now, traditional Eggy in a Basket only has three ingredients: butter, bread, and egg. Now, the same guy who taught me how to make smash burgers, Sid, back in college, also taught me how to make Eggy in a Basket. And he liked to do what he called creoling it, or, making it more like a southern dish. So we're going to be adding a bit of Tony's, a little bit of brown sugar to our butter. We're going to mix that together. We're going to spread it on the bread. And then I'm basically going to go on to the next step. So you're going to need, I like to start with half a teaspoon of Creole seasoning and half a teaspoon of brown sugar. But it really is to taste. You can increase it, you can decrease it. Just matters, how much sweetness do you want? If you want more sweet, use more brown sugar, less Creole seasoning. If you want more heat, use more Creole seasoning, use less sugar. Now today, I'm going to go ahead and use more Creole seasoning and a little bit more sugar. I think I'm going to go for a full teaspoon of Creole seasoning, 3/4 teaspoon of sugar, mix that into our butter, and then we'll spread it onto our bread. I'll be right back once I've finished that. See you guys in a second. Okay, there we go. And I got the butter and Creole, brown sugar seasoning mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and spread it onto our bread, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I got one side. We're going to go ahead and flip it, and I'll do the other side. I'll go ahead and kind of see if I can do this with one hand so I can show you how I'm doing this. Those of you who like visual demonstrations, I know I'm kind of one of those people. Alright, so I have the melted butter. I basically just poured it onto the bread. Like so. So I like kind of melting the butter first. Makes it easier to work with. We'll take our knife. I may have used most of it on the other side, which we'll have to remember. That'll end up being our bottom, since that's where most of it is. Actually, maybe we'll make that the top maybe I'll make that the top. Alright. Now that you're probably wondering to yourself, Wumpus, you called this egg in a basket. Where's the basket? Well, British people are kind of weird like that now, aren't they? They tend to call things very funny names like chips and lorries and lifts. I love you British people, I really do. I'm just teasing you. I haven't been there, but I do want to go to Britain someday. It's a wonderful place. Well, parts of it are. I kid. I have pen pals in Britain, and they make jokes about Sussex and Westminster and other places. It's probably like me making a joke about like Hartzell, right? You're not from here. You're not gonna get it. I'm sure they're just jokes. I'm sure they're not as bad as they actually are. I hope. Who knows? Maybe they are. But yeah, we're gonna get the rest of this on there. I know I'm being barbaric with my finger here. Some of you are probably looking at it going, Wumpus, what are you doing? And I'm like, yeah, making food for myself, not anyone else. Okay, so we got the bread ready. We're gonna get the basket ready. So how are we gonna get the basket ready, you ask, when all we have is bread? This is a used yogurt cup. Oh boy. Hold on. Ta-da! We have a basket. Just save that. You'll throw it in the pan with it. We'll eat it. It'll be tasty. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands off a little bit. We'll get the pan started. And we'll get some butter in it. Clean hands. Clean hands make for a healthy chef. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have the correct burner this time. And we'll be back when that's melted, which probably won't be too long. So I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds once that's melted. Hit the like, leave a subscribe, ring the bell button for notifications, and I'll catch you in a second. Or maybe I'll just stand here and watch the butter melt, because my hands are a mess. Butter. Butter, 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 butter. Ooh, butter. Butter, butter, butter. Yeah, I think I want to just stand here and sing about butter, honestly. Ooh, butter, 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 butter. Butter in my pan. Butter in my pan. I'm a butter in my pan. Butter in my pan. Gonna make me an egg in a basket. I do want to turn the heat up on that to get that going a bit faster. Butter in my pan, butter in my pan. Like I do my... Oh, wait, never mind. Can't say that on YouTube. Well, it's more like she butters my biscuits, but anyways. I'll be back when that's done. Alright, listen to that sizzle. We got that butter going. That butter is moving. Starting to pop. Starting to sizzle. Very nice. I want to see some pretty good movement there from the butter. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop our bread in. Then I'm going to pause because I need to crack the egg with 2 hands. But we're basically going to drop the egg right in the center there. And yeah, then you're going to cook your egg to your choice of taste. And that's the recipe. That's literally an egg in a basket, guys. You can throw the extra bit of bread from the center in the pan as well to toast it. And you can eat that. Some people put the basket top thing, the core, back on top of the center once the egg's cooked. Some people eat it on the side. Some people throw it away, and I think those people are weird and wasteful. But otherwise, this is it. I'm going to add what's left of my plant Parmesan as well while it's cooking. You can add whatever cheese you have. This is specifically, follow your heart. Hold on. Focus. Camera. Are you like, oh my god, what am I doing to myself? Oh, I can adjust the light. That's cool. That's going to totally fuck up the video, but that's... Hi. Hello, everyone. I had technical difficulties. Please ignore how horrible the last 30 seconds of that looked. But yes, follow your heart. Parmesan dairy-free cheese. That's what I was trying to say when I messed everything up. Oops. Because I bumped the screen and it did things and I got confused. But yes, our butter is good. I'm going to take our bread. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. I'm now going to pause, break open the egg, drop it in, show you what it looks like. Then I'm going to cook this. I'll be right back. Eggy in a basket. Eggy in a basket. So yeah, you'll basically just let that cook to the hardness of your desire. I cook the egg to very hard. And once it's there, I drop on my cheese. I pull it from the pan, put it on a plate, and we'll do a taste reveal. So I'll be back once the egg is cooked to my desire. You guys cook your eggs to where you like it. And I'll see you in a second. For reference sake, I did finally drop the smaller cutout into the pan to pan fry both sides. So don't forget to do that yourselves. You know, I just thought of something. There's a certain beverage I really like to have with my eggs. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. And it's called affogato. It's not where you thought I was going, is it? Now, affogato is an Italian dessert coffee. So while my egg cooks, I'm going to show you guys how to make a very basic cup of affogato. So we've got my Toastmaster 3000 here that I bought at Dollar General for like 15 bucks. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some coffee. You get whatever coffee you like. I'm going to get whatever coffee I like. Now, by the looks of it, because of my OCD, I'm currently on the Publix brand breakfast blend, which is a light roast. Lovely. Go ahead and get that in there. Now, we'll go get our cup of water. Oh, that is sounding good. That is popping over there. I probably need to go check on it here in a second. There we go. Got our cup of water. Now, affogato. What does that mean? Affogato is Italian for drowned. Basically, what we're going to be doing here with this coffee is we're going to be drowning something in it. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to try to guess what we're going to be drowning in the coffee while I go check on the toast. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got the cube a little too toasty. That's fine. Cube's a bit toasty. Let's go get the next ingredient we need for the affogato. So, affogato. It involves drowning ice cream. So I have a nice oat milk, non-dairy, French vanilla ice cream here. I would recommend usually using French vanilla ice cream for affogato over anything else. You can use chocolate, you can use mint, you can use cookie dough. I've used a bunch of different flavors. My favorite is French vanilla. It's very simple, very basic, very straightforward. And you get your coffee scoop of choice here. There we go. I'm going to have to switch hands to my more predominant hand here. You're going to get, to taste, ice cream. Typically, you don't want to put more ice cream in your cup than like liquid dynamics and overflow will allow for, right? So usually around 1 scoop of ice cream to 1 cup of coffee for a mug of that size will prevent it from overflowing. So, I'd be there. I'll be back once I've got this made and once I've got the egg in a basket done too. Alright, our egg is getting nice and ballooned there. Very balloony egg. Now, I'm trying to remember if Sid would sue me if I poked that. I think he would. Alright. I definitely overcooked our little toast spigot there, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and flip our sandwich, because it should be... Oh yeah, I should have flipped it sooner. I definitely should have flipped it sooner. That's okay. Go ahead and get that kind of sizzling there. I'm going to turn the heat off. Basically, when it stops sizzling, it's done. This is definitely overcooked. You guys will want to cook yours way less. I was not paying attention, boys and girls and theys, but there you go. Egg in a basket. Now, you usually don't need too much time on the other side. You just want to get your egg basically cooked to where you like it. Now, I did undercook the egg to where I like it a bit, but this is actually a really good example of where the British like their eggs in a basket, looking at it. It's not where I like it, but it's where the British and Sid liked it. And where my partner likes it. See that run? Yeah. So Sid and my partner love that run. And British people love that yolkiness. I don't. But I'm going to eat it anyways, because this is traditional. This is closer to traditional than how I normally make it. So I'm going to eat it this way anyways. Because you know what? Sometimes we have to do new things, I guess. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go get my coffee. I'm going to rotate the camera. We'll take a bite. See you guys in a second. You know, actually, I don't know if that picked it up yet. But you know, you guys are really making me want to cook again, which is really nice. I want to thank everybody for that, for the kind comments, for the likes, the views. I didn't expect the Wumpus Cooking episodes to like meet my 5x gets more videos rule that I usually have for content. So I'm pretty pleasantly surprised by this. So I'd like to mention that I am thinking of making this kind of a weekly thing, once a week. I don't know how many more ideas I have for like cooking things. The next thing I'm going to be cooking is going to be a stone pressed panini, I think. I got to get the ingredients for that, so that may not end up being the next thing, but it is something I've thought of. So if you're looking forward to that as well, do make sure you're leaving a like, you're pressing the bell button, subscribing. I know cooking is not the primary objective of this channel. It is video gaming, but I'm getting enough feedback that I kind of do want to keep doing this. I am enjoying doing this. So we've got our egg in a basket. I've gone ahead and put the Parmesan on it. Got our affogato, our coffee. Really good light roast here. I've already had a few sips. gonna go ahead and pause. We're gonna rotate the camera, do our taste reveal. See you guys in a second. So I've gone ahead and turned off the overhead lights. Kind of looking at it, I think it's a little too, I think it's a little too dim without the overheads. I had one of y'all mention that it's a bit glary with the overheads, with the way I've been doing the camera work. So I'll try to work on that. I do apologize for that. I do need to get a tripod, you're probably right. But yeah, we've got our little toast inlet. Brown sugar, spice, butter, toast. I mean, what more is there to love? There's definitely some heat to that. May have used maybe a little too much Tony's this time. Gotta work on that. No, I think it's just right. That brown sugar and the burntness really complements it, actually, weirdly enough. Alright, next. And yes, I will eat all this. I'm not going to McDonald's CEO this, I promise. I'm just like, there's multiple things to try today. Okay, so we got our affogato, which is made with the Publix light roast. Breakfast light roast. Now, I'm usually not a fan of light roasts. They're just not coffee enough for me, usually in flavor. But the Publix brand breakfast blend, my gosh, that's a mouthful, does have a pretty good punch to it in flavor, right? It still has those nutty, roasty, chocolatey notes that I love from dark roasts without being very powerful and overwhelming. Now, usually, a lot of the problems I have with light roasts is the ice cream will drown out the flavor of the coffee. Not in this case. So, kudos to Publix for having a pretty good breakfast blend. And of course, the part y'all are waiting for. The Eggy in a basket. Made Sid style. With Creole seasoning and brown sugar. Now, I did not cut this thoroughly enough, apparently. There we go. Oh my god. Nope. Oh man. Sid might have been a bit crazy in some ways, but the boy could fucking cook. He worked at a restaurant called Toy Box here in town. It no longer exists. It closed because of COVID. But I would go there almost every single week after work. Almost every goddamn day I could. Because that boy could fucking cook. And again, he can fucking cook. You've got that sweet heat, again, from the brown sugar and Creole seasoning, just like with the smash burger he did. That complements that kind of, that just unique flavor eggs have. I'm really bad at describing. But it's such a beautiful medley of tastes. With the Creole, the sugar, that kind of protein. I wouldn't quite call it umami flavor egg has, right? And you got that little bit of buttery creaminess, right, from the Parmesan. Now, the way Sid would make this at the restaurant was with Texas toast, which is garlic, butter, Creole seasoning, brown sugar, and that was just killer. Texas toast, Eggy in a basket is just amazing. So if you have Texas toast lying around and you want to try Eggy in a basket with Texas toast, I would absolutely recommend it. So, I'm going to go eat this. Have my coffee. And I'll see you guys down in the comment section. Have fun. Bon appetit.